Gucken wir
The blacksmith is toiling away.
mal, wie er das macht.
Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye, George Crozier, at your service.
Das ist doch mal ein Kerl.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye, can I help you?
Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and bred. That's where my father's forge before mine.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Ich brauche ein legendäres Zweihänderschwert, Breitschwert mit +7 auf Stärke, Mr. Crozier. Kriegen Sie das hin?
Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye, old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Er scheint eigentlich auch ganz nett
Do
zu
you know of a
sein.
local landmark named Hobb's Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
Oder gibt es sogar mehrere? Nur eins ist dem Hob.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith.
Ey, der Typ hat uns doch
I
hergelockt.
arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
I noticed your spectacular fossil specimen.
Oh, aye. I collect them. This one is called an...
Ammonite.
I'm impressed, lass.
From the Jurassic period, I'd venture.
Do you collect them too, then?
My true interests lie in comparatively modern history.
Oh, aye. Well, I do love a fossil. It's important to remember that we all end up in the soil eventually.
Quite. When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Ui,
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
was für ein
I don't mind
Zufall.
a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Morgens hier Markt angesagt. Ja, dann schmieden Sie mal weiter da.
The bucket is rusty and full of holes.
So, jemand hat doch gesagt, ach ja, der Dings war das aus der Innkeeper, dass wir uns ja auch ruhig mal die Church angucken können. Klopf, klopf, klopf. No one's home.
I don't think anyone is home.
Dann können wir uns mal einen Gobbler angucken. Ich weiß nämlich nicht, was das sein soll.
No one here.
Was ist ein
The
Gobbler?
sign is in a shabby state, but the shop appears to be a cobbler's.
Cobbler. Mit C. Keine Ahnung. Ach, guten Tag. Memorial Plaque.
In memory of William Ager. In memory of Percival Roach. In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
In memory of
In
Papa
memory
Roach.
of Henry Crozier.
Oh, das ist der Vater von dem
In
Schmied.
memory of Millicent Smith. In memory of Barnaby Tillett.
Oh, Arthur Tillett.
In memory of Peter Black. In memory of George Paxton.
Können wir denn hier hin? Ich komme gleich wieder. Junge Dame. Da ist wieder diese Krähe. Grabsteine.
John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence.
Was sie für witzige Namen manchmal.
Here
John
lies
Purchase.
Margaret Tillett, beloved
Oh.
mother, wife and sister.
Ja, wahrscheinlich die Mutter von... Also seine Eltern sind schon mal tot von Arthur.
Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven. Samuel Bryden. Death is...
Diese Krähe uns immer irgendwie Hinweise gibt. Fresh
This
Grave.
appears to be a recently dug unmarked grave. This appears to...
spannend hier zu erkunden. Ach, guck mal.
Margaret's Lookout.
Das
I
Lookout.
wonder who Margaret is, or was.
Hier ist ihr Lookout.
Margaret's...
Ich würde mich gerne draufsetzen. Jetzt sollen wir uns mal hier auf den Lookout und gucken mal raus ins Moor. Guck mal, das ist wirklich riesig. Und da sind vereinzelt irgendwie Häuser. Und wenn du falsch läufst, säufst du ab. Gefahren. Aber auch gerade nix. Oder lässt mich zumindest nicht weitergehen. Ups, aus dem Spiel rausgedrückt. Kann man hier, muss ich mal kurz gucken, in den Settings, manchmal gibt es ja diese Option Click to Advanced Dialog, was auch immer das heißt. Ah, hier. Alt-Steuerung. Lock Cursor to Window by pressing Alt-Steuerung. Ah, perfekt. Jetzt kann ich hier auch nicht mehr aus Versehen rausklicken. Danke, Spiel. Das habe ich nämlich gesucht. Ist das so ein altbekannter Windows-Hotkey? So wenn du irgendwas im Fenster spielst, dass du dann das drücken kannst und nicht mehr rauskommst? Wenn ja, dann habe ich das jetzt zum ersten Mal gehört. Guck mal, da sind noch Häuser.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
Was ist das denn hier? Mushrooms, die im Kreis
I'm
wachsen.
not sure if these are poisonous or edible. I'd
Im
better
Zweifel
not touch
essen.
them. They could be poisonous.
Zweifel essen. Als ob es so giftige Pilze gibt, dass du allein vom Anfassen stirbst. Was hat die denn hier? Oh, Kuchen! Oh mein Gott, hätte ich jetzt Bock auf
A fine
Kuchen.
assortment of baked goods. A lovely treat for those who enjoy such things.
Kuchen ist geil.
The woman has a kind face.
Hello. Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
Ich würde so gerne, aber ich habe kein Geld. I would like to buy a cake. Ich habe kein Geld.
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings. The sweetest marriage of almond and jam. I can tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet. I'm sorry, I can't give them away for free. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand. My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me? What would you possibly want to know about me? I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
Your cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century. The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Oh ja, wir werden auf jeden Fall mal reingehen.
Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry
Best to the
whistling.
village.
Such a jolly man.
Where can I find...
At this time of day, he'll be taking his
Hernwood.
exercise in Hern.
Thank you, Miss...
Okay, der macht irgendwie Training. Was weiß ich. Gottes Faust Training.
What do you know of Hobb's Barrow?
Hobb's what?
Hobb's Barrow, a local burial mound.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Jo.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Möge die Macht auch mit dir sein. Komm mal rein. Sie hat ja gesagt, wir dürfen reingehen. Oh ja.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
Ein Kruzifix, Necklace.
Locked.
Sind alle abgeschlossen?
Locked as well. I think they all might be. The pews are contained within compartments that can be locked. I've seen a similar design in other Norman churches.
Ist das so? Also ich war in meinem Leben in sehr wenigen Kirchen. Weil es mich auch nicht interessiert und ich auch Angst habe zu verbrennen am Eingang. Aber ist das so, dass man die abschließen kann?
Someone has left a necklace hanging here. A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it.
Nehme ich einfach mal
Maybe I
mit.
can reunite it with its owner.
Vielleicht gehört das ja draußen der Dame.
Those have
Flowers.
seen better days. The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them. A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Und hier noch so. Altar, Window. Ah ja, hier das Buntglasfenster.
Depictions of various biblical scenes. It's not my specialist area.
Da gibt's doch irgendwie, wie heißt das? Rosettenfenster. Genau, ich hätte jetzt fast gesagt Anusfenster. Aber in der Kirche oft dieses runde, mit dem auch so Buntglas gelötet, das ist ein Rosettenfenster.
This must
Witzigerweise.
be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns.
Ey, bitte keine morbiden Witze hier.
I've no time for such
Da
things.
werden die Neugeborenen geopfert. Ey, weil die machen das wahrscheinlich echt hier so. Ich traue denen alles zu. Stell dir mal vor, das ganze Spiel baut so eine Atmo auf mit super gruselig und H.P. Lovecraft und mit den Leuten stimmt was nicht, um dieses Misstrauen irgendwie im Spieler festzusetzen. Dabei ist das hier alles ganz normal. Die haben überhaupt nichts zu verbergen. Da gibt's überhaupt nichts. Alles ganz normal hier.
Hello.
Good day.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Ich will dir mal die Halskette zeigen.
Excuse me. I found this necklace inside the church. Is it yours?
No, pet. Perhaps someone left it behind yesterday. You keep hold of it for now. I'll ask around at the next service.
Are you sure?
I trust you.
Hey, oder wir finden den Besitzer. Kennen Sie diese
Do you
Handschuhe?
recognize this glove?
No, pet.
Never mind.
Schade. Erkennen Sie... Ja. Kann man dir eigentlich alles zeigen?
I'm not sure
Irgendwie?
they would be interested.
Nee, okay. Na gut, vielen Dank, Mrs. Duplancy, genau so heißt die.
This leads to the church tower, I presume.
Oh, vielleicht haben wir einen guten Überblick. Ist das auf? Ah, ist abgeschlossen,
It's
verdammt.
locked.
Hab ich schon gedacht, das wäre geil gewesen. Von oben einmal rumgucken. Okay. Ein Vogel. Liegt Boy, Girl und Bach. Und Shrub.
This young fellow looks miserable.
Ja, warum?
Hello there. My name's Thomasina.
Yeah?
Ja.
How are you?
Weiter so.
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
No?
Have you heard of a place called Hobb's Barrow?
Hätte nicht gedacht, dass wir in dem Dorf überhaupt ein Kind sehen. Und jetzt haben wir schon 3 gesehen.
Good day, little one. What's your name?
Hello, miss. I'm Jane and this is my brother Wally.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Thomasina.
I'd introduce you to my dolls, but they're drying out at the moment.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you,
Ach,
miss.
die liegen da auf den
I love
Steinen.
them very much. Today was their bath day.
Da wurden gebadet, die
Wally
Puppen.
doesn't say much.
He's mardy with me because he's bored, miss. He thinks he's too old to play with dolls.
I see. Where are your parents?
They are picking apples from the big tree in our yard. Daddy and I sell them at the market.
Also morgen
That sounds nice.
werden Äpfel
They
verkauft.
don't mind us playing at the beck, as long as we don't touch the Ammon's horn.
Was?
What is the Ammon's horn?
It's over there on that rock.
Do you mean the fossil?
It's the Ammon's horn.
Ja,
Daddy
okay.
said we should never touch it. It will make the god angry.
What god?
Ammon, of course.
Explain that the object is in fact a fossil. Little education goes a long way. She's only a child. Okay.
How wonderful. I'll be sure not to touch it. I wouldn't want to anger the gods.
Sensible.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
Die ist nett hier.
Have you heard of a place called Hobb's Barrow?
Jane!
No, miss.
Aha,
Are you sure?
I swear.
Goodbye.
du hast was gehört.
Miss.
Ey, selbst der Typ weiß, dass man nichts darüber ausquatschen soll.
Damp rag dolls have been laid out to dry in the dreary sun. They aren't mine to take. Sweet little flowers.
Ich die nehmen.
The delicate
Schwupps.
flowers smell rather sweet.
Jetzt Blumen mitgenommen? Nee. Und hier ist dieses Ammonshorn.
Remarkable. A gargantuan fossilized ammonite. This would look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
Hey!
Okay,
Stay away from that!
tut mir leid.
Don't touch it!
Hab's angefasst.
I'd love to touch the Ammon's horn. I'm serious.
Fine.
Okay. Guck mal, der Junge wusste was. Der hat die zurückgehalten. Oh. Ah, hier ist der Pater. What the fuck? Ein bisschen zu viel Sport gemacht, oder was? Ui.
Very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Cut me. I beg
Was?
you.
Aderlass, warum? Was passiert denn hier? Vomit und hier glänzt es.
The vicar looks dreadfully ill.
Okay, er will, dass wir sein Blut
Are you
ablassen.
sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you. It's the only cure for this torturous malady.
Ich hab nix. Womit soll ich dich denn schneiden?
Are you sure?
I beg, it's the only...
The vicar looks
Ja, wie soll ich dich schneiden? Hier so.
I don't think it's sharp enough.
Ja, it's not sharp enough. Ich hab natürlich nichts dabei.
The key bears no edges sharp enough to pierce the...
Ey, wieso will er, dass wir ihn jetzt aufschneiden? Ich hab nix. Mit einem Paper Cut.
I don't wish to look too closely. I'm not going near it. It smells disgusting. The vicar's spectacles lie broken on the forest floor.
Ey, entschuldigen Sie, Pater. Ich muss erstmal das Item finden.
Ouch! The broken
Aha.
lens is extremely sharp.
Okay, extremely sharp. Mit den Gloves?
Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this glove until I find its owner.
Nein, das ist doch perfekt. Du kannst mit den Handschuhen das aufheben.
I don't think that will help me pick.
Ey, ich hab einen Handschuh dabei und kann es damit nicht aufheben. Willst du mich flachsen jetzt?
I don't think that...
Nein.
Don't leave. You must help me.
Achso, und ich muss das hier lösen, ja. Was haben wir denn hier noch so? Exit, Vomit, Vicar. Ich hab halt nichts, um das aufzuheben.
Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this... Now isn't the time. I shan't be dragging any of my possessions through...
Ja, hat sie in die Kotze gelegt. Ja, dann helfen Sie mir.
Are you sure this is...
I bet it's the only...
Keine Ahnung, wie ich das aufheben soll.
I don't think that will help. This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand.
Benutzt sie lieber das als den Handschuh.
This should work.
Okay, broken glass. Was tue ich hier?
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Thank the Lord for my spare pair.
Komisch.
God bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach.
Guter alter Aderlass.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry.
Das ist eine Lüge.
I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite
Na klar, wenn man
delicious, as long as you mind the bramble.
was isst, was einem nicht bekommt, muss man sein Blut
I wish we had
ablassen.
met in different circumstances.
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you arrived by, is the only news of note we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
What do you know of Hobb's Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father. Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you
Ja,
aided me
perfekt.
so.
Das ist ja noch besser.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
Der kann uns dahin bringen. I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
St. Edmunds is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of His Spirit.
Ich würde sagen, gut, wir können...
Thank
Nee,
you for your
komm.
time.
Wir kommen später
Lord
nochmal
be
wieder.
with you.
Und dann lassen wir uns darüber führen. Ich würde vorher noch gerne ein bisschen gucken hier. Das ist ja schon wieder auch mysteriös. Ne? Was hatte der? Der hat auf jeden Fall gelogen. So viel weiß ich.
No doubt home to many a woodland creature. I have no desire to go rooting about in there.
Steck mal den Arm rein. Ist doch so der Klassiker. Und dann macht der Protagonist so, als würde irgendwas an seinem Arm ziehen da drin. Oh. Was passiert denn hier?
Say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait.
Kerl.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not. The men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Arbeiten hier.
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find
Ach,
yourself.
das war der Lord bestimmt. Hat er hier ein Anwesen oder was?
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
Naja, Town würde ich jetzt auch nicht
Have you heard of a
sagen.
place called Hobb's Barrow?
Can't say I have.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions.
Ja, ich bin sehr
His
neugierig.
lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing.
Aha, eine Ruine.
What type of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
An old chapel.
I should rather like to see it.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
And these are his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the lands around these parts.
Verdammt. Oh, dem gehört bestimmt auch das Land, auf dem sich das Hobb's Barrow befindet.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
Ich würde sagen, das war der Lord. Der war auch so fein
My
gekleidet
name is
irgendwie.
Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting. What is your name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Am Morgen, guck mal, morgen ist Markt. Morgen können wir in den Wald gehen. Thomasina Bateman. Ach, was für ein geiles Spiel, ey. Dass ich mir das eben gekauft habe. Ich habe vor der Aufnahme gekauft. Das war, ich bin jetzt gerade fertig geworden heute mit Greedfall. Das war so eine, ja, dann habe ich noch ein bisschen geschnitten, gerendert. War so eine spontane Entscheidung. Ey, was spielst du denn jetzt als nächstes? Da kam doch gerade dieses Hobb's Barrow raus. Das spiele ich jetzt einfach mal und es war eine gute Entscheidung. Klopf, klopf. Ich bin der Türenmann. Ich gehe an die Türe ran. Keiner zu
I don't think
Hause.
anyone is home.
Bugger off!
Oh, da ist jemand zu Hause.
The unmistakable
Ach.
charm of old Cyril.
Der ist es. Klopft ihn zu Tode. Bugger auf! Wir könnten nochmal hier, ich weiß nicht, ob das geht, nochmal zurückgehen. Zum Bahnhof, ob da irgendwas ist. Vielleicht ist da ja gerade Kenneth angekommen oder so. Nee. Ah, guck mal. Arthur Tillett ist also der Bahnhofswärter. Na, guck mal an.
That's one mystery solved. It's Arthur Tillett.
Freue mich jetzt schon drauf, mit ihm zu reden. Arthur?
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Ich muss weg. Durch die Hintertür.
Oh, Miss Bateman. I were blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
I'm sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
About last night,